Hey there, Heather Freeman here with the Painted Playground. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. I've had some people asking me, you've got so much stuff going on, but you're still able to make all these paintings, and how do you stay so positive when there's so much going on? And so I thought I'd pop on here. I both wanted to give you an update on what's going on with my 100 painting project, as well as just share some of those tips about how do I keep a positive mindset when things get crazy. So, that's, life is life, and there's always something going on, right? Some things we have control over, a lot of things we don't have control over. Earlier this week on Monday, I had full intentions of coming into the studio and painting all day to my heart's content, but life would have its way otherwise. So my daughter was not doing well after a race, was having a Nordic ski race, and needed to get into the doctor. And so we spent the day pretty much, getting that appointment scheduled, and it ended up being in the middle of the day, and just timing-wise, just didn't give me enough time to get into the studio and do any painting. So, that's going on, and then I've also got just a lot going on in terms of, running an art studio. I love to spend time painting, but it's not always about the painting. There's a business side of it that I have to take care of and keep it running, and there's also a lot going on in our studio, in our community space. So I'm in a new community space where there's multiple artists. We're trying to figure out how we're operating as a group. So that's taking up a lot of headspace besides just what I'm doing for my own personal studio. Being in this new community is taking up some headspace as well. So not the creative space. It's a different part of my brain, different things that need to happen when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, but it all comes down to mindset. I could let those things get to me and get me down and keep me from painting, but it's really all about mindset. And so I wanted to share these things because I think they apply whether you're making art, creating anything, really, and life in general. It's how I approach life. My main goal is to live a life that I love, and so that includes whatever else is happening, finding the good parts in that, and so having a positive mindset is key. So, so how do I do that? So I've got 3 tips I want to share with you today. One is doing a self-check, so really checking in with yourself. Where are you at? Are you waking up feeling like, from the get-go, it's going to be a bad day? Then most likely it's going to be a bad day. Like everything else that comes after is probably going to be a bad day. So, checking in with yourself on how you're thinking about things is one step in the right direction to having a positive mindset. The second thing is, making note of those positive things that happen. So you could A, either choose to focus on all the negative things, or B, focus on the positive things. I like to focus on the positive things. The negative things are gonna happen, that's part of life. Just like in a painting, like there's points in my painting where I'm like, ooh, I don't really like this, or this isn't going so well. That happens whether I'm painting or in life, but we've got to learn how to deal with that and get to that positive mindset. So there's always something good that happens from even the bad parts, right? Even the challenging parts. So making note of at least one positive thing throughout your day is a good place to start, and you can build from there. And then keeping yourself accountable. So not only making note of those things in your head, but also writing those things down. So every night I sit down, well, I don't sit down, but because I'm usually going to bed. So yeah, I'm kind of, pull out my gratitude journal and I write those things down. So keeping yourself accountable. So I even keep here's another one, I even keep a gratitude jar. So sometimes things are happening so fast, or I just need to bounce from one thing to another. So I'll write something down, and I've got a little jar in my studio that I just write something, whatever positive happened, and I write it down and put it in that little jar. And then I can come back to it at the end of the day, I can come back to it at the end of the week, and just look at all the awesome things that happened. And another way to do it is my family every night at dinner before we start to eat, we share what we're grateful for. So, making yourself accountable and sharing it with others is a great way to go about that. So yeah, those are just 3 tips that I have around having a positive mindset. When going about your day, having a positive mindset. It makes a world of difference. So, doing a self-check, making note of the thing that is positive, and holding yourself accountable. So, if you found these helpful, give it a like, give it a heart, let me know that this is helpful. I love sharing things that I think could be of help to others in art and in life. So, let me know. These are 2 paintings. I wanted to give you an update. These are 2 paintings that I'm working on. Super fun. This is 2 in the collection. Over the course of the year, I'm going to do 100. But this is what I've been working on so far. In March, I'm going to be launching a series that I've got done through March. So that'll be fun. But you need to be on my VIP list in order to hear about that and have first access to those paintings. So if you're not on that yet, go ahead and jump on it. You just got to go over to my my website, submit your name and your first name and your email, hit sign me up, and we'll be able to connect that way, and I'll be able to share those things with you so you can be the first to know when those drop. And so yeah, these were super fun, like just playing with the marks, playing with the colors, super fun. Playing with the size, like these big paintings are super fun to play with. So these are a couple that I've been working on so far. And then, and I do have tonight, if you're on my VIP list, you'll hear about a mini painting series that I'm doing that is for celebrating Valentine's and it kind of, the month of love. So that's coming out and you will hear about that tonight if you're on my list. So some fun things happening. What else? I think that's about it. I'm gonna head back into the studio, keep painting, and have a good day. So hope you have a good day too, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks.